I went into a church with Nakima Armstrong and I protested these white supremacists. A pastor of the church is a fucking ICE leader in the city. They want to come after me? Well, how can they live so comfortably while the fucking people from Somalia that are in this country legally that have citizenship can't even go to their mosque and pray? Come and get me, Pam Bondi.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have ever questioned the existence of evil, if you have ever questioned whether it was possible that someone can be demonically possessed, in my opinion, what I just showed you was an example of someone who has clearly been possessed by evil. Have you ever noticed that radical leftists, they live in this constant state of bitterness? Have you ever noticed that damn near every parishioner at Woke United Methodist is constantly angry? These people seem to live in a constant state of misery. And as is always the case with miserable people, their primary objective is to spread their misery to everyone else. But I do have some good news for Captain Doofus. I've got some great news for Val Virgin. It appears that Pam Bondi was listening to his woke mating call. It appears that Pam Bondi was listening when Val Virgin said, "Come get me, Pampers, approach me aggressively, and take my virginity." Pamela damn sure approached him aggressively, but unfortunately, if Val wants to be deflowered, that dream will have to come to fruition in prison. I'm sure it won't be long before his caboose is properly bruised, because earlier this afternoon, the FBI arrested Bill Kelly, also known as Val Virgin, also known as the Woke Farmer, also known as Captain Doofus. Although the arrest of Bill Kelly is definitely a step in the right direction, it is nowhere close to being enough. For starters, I think Don Lemon needs to be sitting right beside Bill in prison. Hey, who knows? Maybe Donnie can make all of Billy's dreams come true. You know, one of the main problems right now for the brave men and women in ICE who are working every day to clean the third world dump known as Minnesota, and this has always been an area where normal people, conservatives, Republicans, this has always been an area where they have struggled. Mainly because normal people have jobs, we have lives, while the deplorables at Woke United Methodist have nothing to do all day but lie on social media. One of the main problems for ICE, they're losing the public relations battle. Check it out for yourself. This was posted earlier this morning on the Twitter account for Doofus Democrats. This poor child, this bright young student, this young child was arrested by ICE and used as human bait. What are we doing to our children? Oh, the children. It's all about the children. Sad story, right? Those evil agents in the Gestapo, they are targeting innocent children for deportation in the Islamic Republic of Minnesota. I think we can all agree that that is just wrong, right? There's just one problem, one tiny problem. Democrats conveniently decided to omit one important detail. This child was abandoned by his father, who was attempting to run away from ICE. He left the child alone in his car as he selfishly tried to avoid arrest. An ICE agent remained with the child to look after him as daddy was given free accommodations in jail. This is what doofus Democrats do. It's all an illusion. None of this is real. And as always, you don't have to take my word for it. Uncle KC always comes with the proof. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Let's go and get to the sponsor for today's video, my good friends at Sugar Mountain Trading. My uncle called me back in November. He's a military veteran, served in the Gulf War in the early 90s. As he's gotten older, my uncle's been dealing with various health-related issues. Doctors had him on pain management, had him taking all this medicine just to get to sleep at night, most of which wasn't working. Once the meds wore off, he was tossing and turning all night. Plus, he was building up a tolerance to the medicine. My aunt bought him some CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain Trading. Wanted him to try it out just to see if it would work. My uncle applies the CBD lotion every night before bed. He is getting the best sleep that he has gotten in years. He doesn't even take the pain medication anymore because he doesn't really need it. Over the holidays, one of my longtime viewers reached out to me telling me how the CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain Trading alleviated his back pain. He has been dealing with back pain for years, couldn't find anything that worked for him. Bought a bottle of CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain Trading. 20 or so minutes later, back pain gone. I have countless stories from viewers, friends, family. Everyone tells me the same thing. They cannot believe that this stuff actually works. There is a reason Sugar Mountain Trading has been with me here on the channel for 18 months now. My audience keeps buying their CBD because Sugar Mountain is the real deal. All CBD products from Sugar Mountain Trading, 100% natural, 100% free of THC. So click the link in the description or the pinned comment below. Use my promo code BTL25, BTL25. Receive 25% off your first purchase with Sugar Mountain Trading. There is a new trend with high school kids that has started across the country. Uncle KC, are you talking about 6'7"? No. My nephews keep saying that dumb shit to me all the time. When I was in high school, we were more interested in 6'9". We didn't give a damn about 6'7". This new trend involving high school students. It's skipping class to protest the mythical Gestapo. According to the mainstream media, hundreds, maybe even thousands of high school students are uniting to protest this injustice. They are fighting for their Somalian brothers and sisters. This is great! First of all, this is kind of dangerous. High school kids aren't exactly known for their judgment. Just this afternoon, a kid was struck by a commercial vehicle in Las Vegas while protesting ICE in the street. I hope the kid is okay. I think he's gonna be fine. But this situation was completely avoidable. All he had to do was stay in school. Like the protest in Minnesota, the media is trying to convince us that high school kids have come together out of nowhere, and they've coordinated an organized protest where thousands of students are exercising their First Amendment rights. And like the protest in Minneapolis, Stan, actual attendance at these protests, they're not counted by the thousands. Hell, it's not even counted by the hundreds. Much like attendance in the WNBA dump, attendance at these high school protests are counted by the dozens. The protest in Las Vegas, a grand total of 30 kids. I was able to find footage of protests in Texas and Washington. Check out the size of this crowd. Watch for yourself.
No KKK, no fascist USA. No ICE. No KKK, no fascist USA. No ICE. No KKK, no fascist USA. No ICE. No KKK, no fascist USA. No ICE.
It's all an illusion. None of this is real. Did you notice that one of these high school students had a gray beard? My question is, where in the hell are the parents? I know at my daughter's high school, she has to have parental permission to miss class. Got to have parental permission to do any school-related activity. If she came home and asked, "Can I skip school to exercise my right of free speech?" The event is being organized by future members of Club Doofus. My daughter wouldn't even ask because she knows the answer would be, "Your ass will be in class." This is what Democrats do. They use the most vulnerable. They use the easily impressionable. They know they can't win on policy. Their ideas have been rejected by grown-ups. Their only chance to regain power is to flood the country with illegal immigrants. Their only chance to regain power is to change the demographics of America. Why do you think they've embraced anti-American propaganda? It resonates with people from Somalia. It resonates with people from other third world countries. Why do you think doofus Democrats are constantly marginalizing their own voters? If they can convince you that you are marginalized, if they can convince you that you're a victim and that America is against you, you'll vote for anything. Communism, socialism. How do you think Zorro Mamdani was elected in New York City? Zorro wasn't elected by Americans. He wasn't elected by native New Yorkers. Zorro Mamdani was elected by immigrants. New York was the foundation. New York was the starting point. Democrats want the same thing to happen on a national level. Now, to their credit, doofus Democrats are brilliant. They are experts when it comes to building resistance. Hell, that is the only thing they can build. They don't have ideas. They don't build businesses. Most of your prominent Democrats, they have never created a single job. AOC, LGBT, Zorro Mamdani, Bernard Sanders, Gabby Newsom. You know how many jobs they have combined to create? Zero. But they want to tell business owners what to do with their money. They want to tell business owners how to run their business. The only thing Democrats know how to do, seek and destroy. Think about it. Everything they're known for is destructive. Abortion, victimization, feminism, the destruction of the nuclear family, which, by the way, that is their biggest fear. Home ownership and the nuclear family, that is public enemy number one to Democrats. Why? If you own a home, if you have a family, you're invested in your local community, your neighborhood. And people who have families, both men and women, they're less likely to be outraged. They're less likely to be influenced. And they're more likely to be happy, content. And a happy voter is not a Democratic voter. Someone invested in their community, they don't want to see it destroyed. And that's what Democrats do. That's what the woke fungus is designed to do. Seek and destroy. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.